Hello and welcome to our Week 10 questionable picks here on the Seahawkers. Here on the Seahawkers podcast, I'm Brandon Schultz, and I am joined by my good buddy Adam Emmert. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Didn't know if you were going to do this with the bye and everything, but you seemed fired up to do it. I'm guessing, was it just because you won last week? Is that what this is about? Did you need a victory lap, Brandon? Is that what we're doing here?
I know. I hit you up, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know. There not that many people watched last week, and why should we? It's the bye week, and here I am sitting on 12 wins this past week.
Yeah,
I do. I need a victory lap, just like Hawk Van Dyke needed his victory lap after he got his weekly win. So, yeah, that's why we're here. Obviously.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure and give credit where credit is due. You won a week. Hooray.
I did it. And you know what? If I lose to you this next week, then maybe we never have to do the pick show again.
No, we're doing it the whole year. I'm getting my picks in. I'm getting my picks in this year. Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah. Well, I did have a little bit of fun with the picks this week because doing research for the show, like I kind of want to do a little research and dig in and find out what the big storylines are for each game. And I did that, and I did it with the help of ChatGPT this week.
Okay.
And,
all right.
Just a little heads up. I won't be doing that again.
Oh, okay. Well, I was getting a little nervous that I was going to have to compete with you and AI all at the same time. And then I reminded myself that I'm much smarter than AI. And then, you and I umpire. So it's still okay.
I'm not going to use AI for my picks. Yeah. We aren't even going to use AI for our live executive producer because our Ryan 911's holding it down with the $9.99 super chat. Just wondering when the show is happening. Hey, we waited till the last second, Ryan. I mean, come on.
We surely did. Hey, look, we paused the movie in the middle of it just to make it happen for you guys. So we'll get to the picks here. And let's see. We had Thursday night, and I think we both had Ravens and came up roses on that. Yeah.
We did. Well, now you can't leave me hanging. What movie are you guys watching?
Oh, I don't know. What's it called, babe? I knew that was going to get asked. I don't know. The Lost City. Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum and a little bit of Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, that works out both well for the both of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, a little bit of Sandra in my life. Yeah, it's always good.
All good. All right.
Channing Tatum's still allergic to shirts, so that's fun.
That works for Brittany, I'm sure.
Yeah, it works for me. That dude's a handsome man.
Speaking of handsome dudes, we've got Giants and Panthers. I'm sure they must have a handsome dude on their team somewhere.
Well, isn't it Daniel Jones once he grew the beard out? Like, he looked pretty good.
But then he shaved it. It just looks as goofy as ever.
Oh, well, that's probably why their juju's been off all season. But is this the only week in all of sports here for the Giants where they're going to be favored 75% to 25% among the pickers here?
Yeah, 6.5 point favorites over the Panthers. How about that?
Okay. Well, I'm going Panthers here, and here's why. They won last week against the Saints, and I know the Saints are bad, but the Giants are also bad. Even though they've got a pretty good defensive line, it's going to make life hard for Bryce Young, no doubt about it. But if you're a Panthers fan, like, everything in the universe is against you, and so your team's going to go on a 2-game winning streak in the middle of the season for no reason and cost you the number 1 pick after you traded last year's away. So go with the Panthers.
Not even as a risk pick. Okay, well, I'm going with the Giants, and here's why. Saquon Barkley's performance could be crucial in the Giants' ground game against the Panthers.
That would be amazing if he had a big game for the Giants in this one. ChatGPT, man.
Thanks, AI. All hyped up after that leaping backwards over a dude last week. He's going to come in and rebound by playing in this game for the Giants, apparently.
Hey, it'll make the owner happy. He was going to be sick if they let him walk out the door. I don't know how much medication he took after that, but it was probably a lot.
Also, some very generic bullet points. Panthers offense needs to capitalize on turnovers for a home field advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
and that is not something I would ever say, ever.
No, and I doubt Dave Canales is going to say that to his team either.
Yeah. All right. Patriots at the Bears. Bears 94%. Look at that, 4-4.
Wow, that spread is outrageous.
It is a little outrageous. Like, I like the Bears, but I think I like Patriots with the points.
Oh, this is, if I were betting this game, just with real money, this would be the biggest stay away of the week for me, because I don't know if you've seen all the drama with the Bears this past week or so, Brandon, but
oh yeah,
I think it's over for the Floos, and it's all been, I mean, you got DJ Moore popping off. You're starting to hear some of these rumors about how a lot of the players didn't want Justin Fields to go, and they were mad about just bringing in a rookie, not just Caleb. I don't think it was anything personal.
Mm-hmm.
And then having their connection not really get going, having all of the bad discipline throughout the team, whether it's Stevenson running his mouth at the crowd instead of trying to actually bat down a Hail Mary. I'm going to go with my risk pick early and get it out of the way. I'm going Patriots here. I don't like any of the news I'm hearing out of Chicago right now. I think they might be in the beginning of a coaching tailspin.
This is a very good risk pick for you because Patriots head coach Bill Belichick's strategic game planning could be a deciding factor in this game.
It could be. And he's either going to do it for them or maybe it sounds like the Bucs. We'll find out. I don't know.
One of the two. All right, I'm going to go with the Bears. 6 points, just being 6-point favorites, being at home. I understand the risk pick because you got to get out of the way, but I'm going to take the Bears.
Yeah.
Bills at the Colts. Richardson, are we going to? No, even after Flacco played poorly, sounds like he's got the starting nod this season. He doesn't.
Can we have the Anthony Richardson discussion just a little bit?
Sure.
Because I find it really fascinating. I've been listening to all these shows and all the different talking faces and everything all over the web. And all of them are like, you drafted this guy and you knew he needed reps. And now you're not getting him reps. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And my thought process is this, like, you need to have a baseline of skill that you hone in practice before you start getting reps in games.
Right.
And Anthony Richardson is just not there yet. So why not let him sit behind Flacco? He obviously did the stupid tap out thing that got everybody all pissy, and just give him some time. That's what he needs. Why crush his soul by throwing him out there when he's clearly not ready? He's just not ready. Like, why is everybody so afraid of letting a dude sit behind an old sage like Joe Flacco, even if it's just for another half season? Look, if you drafted the guy at number 4, wherever it was that they drafted him,
you
knew he was super raw. Look, you're already saying, look, we're probably not going to get to, I don't know, year 4 and really know where we're at. We're probably going to have to get into a second contract about no matter what, because it's going to take him forever to get there. He's so far away. Let him sit.
I think of it this way. As a fan of a team, which one of these guys is going to be more fun to watch? And the answer is not Joe Flacco.
The answer is not Anthony Richardson.
He's more fun.
Is he? Like, I tell you what, if I were a Colts fan and I'm watching him dirt 5-yard outs and not be able to complete, the most basic of passes, I'd lose my mind.
Eric, the Seahawk, check it in. I get to be the first live chat comment, well, outside of our executive producer, but so I lead this off with this. Still optimistic for the season.
Okay. Look, bye week. They're going to try to get some things buttoned up here. We'll see how it goes. They're in a tough spot, and the next 2 games are going to be massive for them, being division games.
We spent way too much time on this just being an obvious Bills pick.
Right. I just thought the Anthony Richardson conversation was fascinating. Everybody acts like you can't.
I don't think it necessarily, whether it's reps, I feel like he may be better off for it in the long run, just being out there and playing. And
but if they're bad reps, like, what are you learning?
Well, you're probably also like, what are you trying to win as the Colts? Like, go get your bad draft
4 years from now. You're trying to win 4 years from now.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's see. Eric saying, I remember prior to the season kicking off, a lot of people were saying they'd consider the season a win if we finished at 7-10. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I said something along those lines, but it also was caveated with, I need to see the identity of the team kind of come together and, see some progress in some certain areas, specifically defense. We're starting to see that hopefully here with this Rams game, but I don't know about you, Brandon. 7-10. Are you going to be satisfied?
After the start, 7-10 feels like a disappointment, but I'll be okay with it. A lot of it depends on what we see too. Like you're saying, it depends on the growth of the team, where they go. I don't think I'd be happy.
You don't think you'd be happy? Yeah. I mean, honestly, as Seahawks fans, anything under 9 wins feels like a disappointing season, right?
Yeah. Vikings 6-2 at the Jaguars 2-7. Interesting matchup. The Vikes, what are they on? Are they on a 2-game losing streak? I believe they are.
They are. They won't be on a 3-game one. Revenge game for Cam Robinson. Vikings all the way here.
Man, Will is just trying to catch up in the standings in all of these games where it's a heavy majority. He's been going the opposite direction. He knows he's behind, or he just wants to get off this beat. I think we've talked about that before. I'm gonna go with Will, and this be my risk pick as you pick the Vikings.
Well, I don't know if you're like Will or not, but he's clearly trying to get himself fired with picks like that. So I'd like you to stick around. I hope you don't have another pod job lined up.
You know what? I see a better risk pick on the board. I'm gonna go with Vikings.
Oh no, you already took it. It's in the bag. Everybody saw it. Everybody in the chat, you're rolling with the fire sale Jaguars.
Edit that last part out. It's not even going to make it to the final video. It's fine. There's only a handful of people here watching live. It'll just be our secret.
We all know, Brandon.
If you're going to hold me to it, that's fine. I don't care.
I don't care.
Amy, stop it.
Yeah. See? Okay. Amy cares. Then I care. You're locked into the Jags.
All right. Fine.
Oops.
Broncos. That's not the one I was going to pick as my risk pick at 7% against the 93% Chiefs at home.
Spreads Chiefs +2?
-5.
Oh boy. Yeah, I was thinking like Chiefs -2. That was 7.5. Is that what it was?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Even Will Brinson trying to get fired. He's like, this is a bridge too far. I can't pick the Broncos.
Well, he's got to have credibility in his next job, right? So can't do that. I honestly think this is going to be a lot closer game than most people think.
Yeah, we said that against the Ravens, and then the Broncos got blowed out.
Yeah, Ravens are better than the Chiefs right now. The Chiefs have been winning all tight games.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I do still like the Chiefs here, but they're going to drop one at some point. And the Broncos sometimes did. Well, not sometimes. Last year they did for the first time jump up and bite them and actually beat them.
Yeah.
That was a Russ win, wasn't it?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going Chiefs, though. I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah.
We're all going Chiefs.
Okay.
Except for a very small handful of Broncos fans.
Yeah.
Falcons at Saints. See, this is the one that I like a little bit more as a risk pick as I look down the board.
Wow. Okay.
We beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
Saints, they've got Carr back.
So
they're a little bit of a disaster, but
yeah, Dennis Allen.
I like it better as a risk pick. I bet this one's closer in terms of spread. Yeah, it's only 3.5 point spread.
Wow. Me and Vegas are on very different terms this week. I like the Falcons big in this game.
I mean, you like him big in this game?
Yeah, like double digits.
I think this is going to be close, but I'm still going to take the Falcons. Since you won't let me switch my risk pick.
You're right. Exactly. It's not just me. It's not just me.
I know. Everybody, they're like, once it comes out of your mouth, that's your risk pick.
Once you click the button, I watched you click
I clicked the button on accident for you, and then I switched it over. I'm not clicking my buttons.
You clicked on Vikings, and then you're like, this is going to be my risk pick, and you clicked on Jags as you did it because you were making your point, and then you clicked it back to Vikings for my pick, and you locked yourself into the Jags for everybody to see.
It's Disley Adams right here. These are not my picks. Amy saying if Broncos beat the Chiefs and we beat the Broncos, yes, then therefore the Seahawks should be undefeated.
There you go. Yeah, transient wins property always works.
Never fails. All right. And especially when teams like that go on to win the Super Bowl, be de facto Super Bowl champs.
Here's the thing about the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl again. One, if they do it, it's a three-peat. We haven't seen that in the Super Bowl era. That'd be kind of cool just because, the greatness is fun to watch. But also, if the Chiefs win, then we're for sure that the 49ers don't win a Super Bowl and Kyle Shanahan gets fired. So I'm not that sick of the Chiefs.
No, if you told me today that Chiefs were guaranteed to win the Super Bowl, and I could be satisfied with that for those exact reasons.
There you go. But they probably win this game.
How about the 49ers just lose this game and they fire Kyle Shanahan this week?
I'd love to root for that. Maybe I'll pick it so that I can root for it and feel clean about it. Yeah, we're going Bucks here. Yeah.
You're going to go Bucks?
Yeah. They're feisty.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been playing teams tough. Screw it. I'm going Bucks too.
So bad though. Oh, you go Bucks too? Oh no. That's a guaranteed Niners win now.
I can't switch it now.
That's true. Everybody saw it. Dang it.
All right. But maybe we'll get the hope jinx.
Yeah.
Steelers 6-2.
Wow.
Ooh. The Commanders 69% to the Steelers.
I am 31. Stunned by that.
What does Vegas say? 2.5-point favorites over the Steelers?
Unreal. I like the Steelers in this matchup, man. Their defense. I mean, Jaden Daniels has been fantastic. Don't get me wrong, and he acquitted himself well against the Ravens, but the Steelers are another level when it comes to their defense, and I think that's going to make it tough on them.
Yeah, Ryan saying go Russ.
Yeah,
I think I'm in the go Russ camp too on this one.
Yeah, me too.
A little bit surprising. I feel like this one should be closer to 50-50 because I do see paths to victory for both teams, and especially Washington being at home. Yeah, Russ versus Dan Quinn.
I mean, I've got a special place in my heart for both of them, man. So, yeah, that's tough. What were the Commanders on run D this year? What did that look like?
Commanders on run defense, they are 29th.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, I like this for the Steelers. You betcha.
Yeah. Titans 2-6, 2%. I see this was I'm done picking the Titans. I got my one win last week. I'm feeling good. I'm going Chargers.
Hey, if you want to switch your wrist pick from the Jags to the Titans, I'll allow it. Just because I love watching you flounder with the Titans week in, week out.
Well, thanks. I think I like the Jags at home better than the Titans on the road against the Chargers.
I was thinking about it earlier this week, Brandon. Is part of the reason that we're so frustrated with the Seahawks as a fan base this year is you bring in the new coach and it feels disjointed and you don't really know what the clear philosophy is of the team. And then you watch the Chargers bring in Jim Harbaugh and everything is just crystal. Like, exactly who they are, what they're trying to do. Their defense has been good, running the snot out of the ball. They're finally starting to get Herbert involved here. They went out and they get Joe Alt. Jim Harbaugh in the offseason is talking about how offensive linemen are weapons, which he's right. I'm coming around on Jim Harbaugh. I love his coaching style. I just, he was who he was when he was with the Niners. So.
Yeah, I like that he has, and really, in the offseason, that was the argument for going for a head coach. You could say the same thing about Dan Quinn in Washington, right? Like they have an idea of the team that they want to be. And I think that is part of being a veteran coach versus a rookie coach. So there's going to be some of those growing pains with going for a younger guy, but long term, I
didn't want Jim Harbaugh. Don't get me wrong. No. I didn't want that, but I mean, you see the stark difference in.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a difference for sure.
Yeah.
I like the idea of maybe having this thought exercise with Dan Quinn rather than Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Because I think long term, which one of these guys is going to last with their team longer? I'd pick Dan Quinn easy.
I don't know. How long was he in Atlanta? 4 years?
But he'll be good now that he has a quarterback that.
I mean, I guess he was saddled with Matty Mediocre that whole time.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So.
All right. I mean, and Harbaugh always burns out his welcome after 4 years anyways. So.
That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Jets at Cardinals. I did get that correct, right? You want Chargers? You don't?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want Titans? I'll switch this back.
Yeah. Titans have treated me well all year by just saying no.
Jets at Cardinals. Do we both go with the Jets on this one?
Absolutely
I'm going Jets.
Not. Okay. Have fun with that. I'm taking the Cards here. Jets pull out finally a victory. They're still a mess. You get rid of Mike Williams. Not that he was a big factor, but yeah, no thanks. I think the Cards are a much more complete football team in comparison. I don't care what the stats even say.
Yeah.
The defense has taken a step back for the Jets too.
It has, but they have pretty good numbers on the season, as we see here. 4th in total yards, 2nd in passing yards on defense. 21st in rushing yards. That's going to be tough against Connor, obviously.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, is he going to eat up the 28th ranked passing defense? I'm not even sure he has that in him anymore.
Jets are favored by 2.
Boy, I'm complete opposite of Vegas this week. I like the Cards in this game.
Oh, I got away from my AI assistants.
Oh yeah. What does the Magic AI say about this?
Quarterback play will be crucial, especially in limiting turnovers under pressure. Arizona's home crowd could provide a crucial advantage in this matchup.
That's right. The vaunted Arizona home crowd at that Indian burial ground. Did AI say anything about killing off humanity too at the end of that, or no. just that the Cards fans are actual fans?
Yeah, nothing there. But the home crowd, crucial. All right. Eagles continuing their
march along the easiest
of a schedule
God.
Against the Cowboys, who just lost Dak Prescott for the season.
Oh, is it for the season official? Okay.
For the season, yeah.
All right. I hadn't seen that. Yeah, the Cooper Rush experience. Do they have to wear their color rush uniforms the entire year with Cooper Rush at quarterback?
I'm wondering if we're going to see some Trey Lance.
Oh, I doubt it.
No?
Cooper Rush is better than Trey Lance.
I mean,
I guess if you're trying to lose games. But they don't have to try. They just do it. And the freaking Eagles, man. What a paper tiger.
Yeah, going to be 7-2 after this week. I wonder if they'll have that late season collapse again, though, too.
Oh, probably.
All right. Sunday night football, Lions at Texans. Stroud struggling a little bit this year.
They can't protect him. But, the Lions, obviously they lose Hutch. He was like far and away. People were showing the pressure rates for him and then everybody else on that team, and it was like 30-1. Like, it was outrageous how much that he really changed things for them. They did bring in Zadarius Smith. He's a fine player, but he's no Hutch either. Texans have had a hard time protecting. Like, that's really where it's been at. But Mixon's been toting the rock nice. I can't believe this is a 90-10. This felt more like a 60-40.
Well, especially with a 3.5 point spread and the Texans.
That feels right. Home. Yeah. The spread feels right.
Oh, yeah. But you wouldn't think it would be 90-10. But I suppose the Lions are hot. They're probably, if they're not the best team, they're the second best team next to the Chiefs.
The way they're playing right now, God, I think they're a little bit better. But like at the end of the year, if they face off in the Super Bowl, I'm not betting against 15. No way, no how. But I don't have to in this game. So, yeah, we'll go Lions. I'm going to perpetuate the 90-10 disproportionate pick here.
This would have been a fine risk pick if I had saved mine this long, but I'm also going with the Lions. All right. And the final game. This is...
No, we just did the final game.
Oh, you don't even want to talk about this one because...
What game? I don't even know what you're talking about.
No? Monday Night Football? We're just not going to do Monday Night Football this week?
That's a bye week for Monday Night Football.
Those guys need a bye week too.
Yeah, absolutely. Collins' work has to, replenish his chortles.
I don't see a meteor option. It's just I can click over here for the Rams or click over here for the Dolphins. There's no ominous like meteor button.
So this is a fun game in which I get to measure my sports hate, and it's high. It's high for both these teams, but especially after last week and everything like that. I'm going Dolphins here. They have been competitive since Tua's come back, and that Rams team is not as good as people seem to think. I mean, gosh, we had them right where we wanted them, and we let them off the hook.
Dolphins need this win too.
Yeah,
I'm also going Dolphins. I feel like we ended up with a lot of very similar picks this week, but
that's fine because the last pick was a good one because suck it Rams.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
If I would have known this were the risk pick, like I should have probably scrolled down in advance.
I think it's just is it below 20 or below 15?
It's below 20.
Below
is generally
20.
the way we do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you could have snuck that in there, but nope. Jags is your guys.
So I'm going with, I guess, I'm riding with Trevor.
You never want to ride around with a Trevor, dude. No. Trevor's not a good driver.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, although in a convertible, I think riding with Trevor, that would have a good look with the hair flowing, the breeze.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're just out, basically trolling for the ladies in a convertible, like, yeah, you take Lawrence out there and make him your hood ornament. Yeah, that's what you do.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. I have no need for that, but,
Well, no, I mean, neither of us did it now. Yeah, because, Brittany was so lucky to tie me up. And, get me in a relationship.
There you go. And now you get to watch the rest of a Channing Tatum, Sandra Bullock movie.
That's exactly right. And I really hope that somebody finds some Allegra or some Zyrtec or just anything that's going to help him keep his shirt on and not be so allergic to it. Like that'd be cool.
Total points scored, Miami Rams.
Let's see. What's 24-17? That would be
41.
41. Yeah. Let's do that.
Like that. All right. Eric, the Seahawks says, I have a hard time rooting for Russ with the way he left. I still understand having a little bit of that. I'm getting past that. I feel like Russ has been humbled enough.
Yeah, I think he's been humbled enough. And then, as kind of the years have gone on here, I think we've kind of gotten the sense that both Pete and John were kind of like, okay, see you later. Like we're ready. So
yeah. It probably was a little bit tough for Russ if that were the case too. But that's a tough game to play when it is a business in the NFL and you're trying to maximize your earnings potential while you're in it.
Yeah,
I can understand from a Russ perspective, like, yeah, keep paying me as much as I can get, and it's a little bit tough, the balance of team friendly deal versus getting what you want.
Yeah. And look, if he wants to own an NFL franchise, like he's talked about, like you got to keep getting them checks as much as you can. I don't think Sierra's put out a new song in 5 years or something like that. So it's all on him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the Russ comeback story. It's been a little bit fun, especially with the injury and then kind of the questions around whether or not he would take over for Fields. Fields having a relatively good start to the season. I mean, it's just because the Steelers have been relatively good. It wasn't really having it much to do with Fields. And then these last couple of weeks, it looks a little bit more like old Russ if you squint real hard.
If you squint real hard, but I am enjoying it. Like it is fun. Like I root for the guy. I mean, that's my quarterback, man. Like, at the end of the day,
it's hard with the Steelers though.
I know, but it makes my nephew happy. And so I try to take some solace in that. So
there we go. All right. Well, big thanks to everyone who joined us live for tonight. A big thanks to executive producer RI911 for coming in with the super chats. And thanks for everybody who brought some questions this week.
Yeah. Really appreciate that. And then, we're going to get into some more questions on the mailbag on the flagship show next week. So be sure to get those in. We'd appreciate it.
I would appreciate that too. And I think with that,
there's only one thing left to say.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.